Scott Disick emerged for dinner at the luxe oceanside restaurant Nobu Malibu. The bearded reality star, 40, departed the eatery sporting a green hoodie, gray trousers and a black jacket. For the nighttime outing, he opted for a pair of sunglasses and brought along a green Guayar bag. Scott looked dashing with his brunette hair handsomely slicked over his head, adding a polished touch to his laid-back look. It comes as Scott seeks help for his Ozempic use after shocking fans and leaving loved ones fearing for his health over his dramatic weight loss. Scott's ex Kourtney Kardashian was a major plank in getting him to seek help for his Ozempic use, according to insiders, who claim his dramatic weight loss sparked fears for their children. The 45-year-old reality star is said to have given Scott some tough love after pictures of his noticeably thinner appearance shocked fans last month. Kourtney, who was in an on-off relationship with Scott for a decade until their split in 2015, has reportedly been hell-bent on getting him all the support he needs for the sake of their 3 children, Mason, 14, Penelope, 11, and Rain, 9, as she doesn't want them to lose their father. Kourtney knows the importance of a father in your life, and she also knows what it is like to lose a father, and Scott knows too, an insider told Daily Mail. Kourtney has been worried about him, she does when it pertains to their kids. She wants to see Scott as healthy as possible. Her kids need a father, the insider continued. She's not had many major heart-to-hearts with him, but she has sent some tough love to Scott to help him improve. It is an uphill and constant battle, but a healthy and happy Scott is what everyone wants. If he didn't start getting help, she would likely have gone full force to help him out, but Kourtney has her own life, so she mainly went through others to get his attention. Earlier this month, DailyMail.com reported that Scott had decided to seek help for his Ozempic use just weeks after fans speculated his gaunt appearance was the result of an undisclosed illness or drug use. At the time, sources said he was using Ozempic in a desperate bid to get rid of his dead bod. He has now reportedly turned to a nutritionist to help tackle his fluctuating weight after the public outcry over his new look. Scott recognized that he needed to stop taking Ozempic after seeing the photos of himself and the public outcry over his weight loss, an insider told Daily Mail. He thought he looked good because he was thinner again, not realizing that this was not healthy. He is now working with a nutritionist to get back on track and not balloon up to the size he was. They added, Scott has been incredibly attractive and fit his entire life and is not having the best time accepting that age is catching up with him. DailyMail.com has contacted representatives for Kourtney and Scott for comment. Ozempic has been popularized by swathes of celebrities including Sharon Osbourne and Oprah Winfrey who have shed pounds using the wonder drug. Last month, DailyMail.com reported that Scott had turned to Ozempic in an attempt to manage his weight after piling on the pounds in the wake of a back injury following a car crash in 2022. Fans voiced concern when he was pictured looking noticeably thinner following a meal with his pals at Catch Steak restaurant in West Hollywood. Less than a week later, he was photographed looking gaunt while out to dinner with his children at Nobu. He is not ill and isn't doing hardcore drugs, a source told DailyMail.com at the time. Kourtney would never allow Scott to spend so much time with their kids if he was in the throes of an addiction. Scott started taking Ozempic because he had serious issues with his weight gain. This time last year he saw himself as fat. Scott's well-being became a topic of conversation last year following an episode of the popular Hulu reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Khloe Kardashian, 39, visited the businessman to discuss his health. During the episode, Scott admitted he had not been doing the physical therapy needed to recover from his back injury and later told his doctor, "I haven't been able to run around. I've gained weight," Khloe stated. "I think Scott needs a little pep talk because this is probably the unhealthiest I've seen him. He's barely mobile, and it's all from his back, so that wouldn't make anyone feel good." Scott, who lost his parents in 2013 and 2014 and has struggled with addiction issues in the past, then admitted that he had gained a lot of weight. "Because of my back," he was hospitalized for alcohol poisoning in June 2020 and prior to that had a near-fatal overdose in 2014 after he took almost an entire bottle of sleeping pills following a wild night out drinking and partying. He was eventually convinced to enter rehab for a month-long stay by his ex-girlfriend Kourtney. The star made changes to his diet in 2020 after discovering that he had low testosterone levels. Scott was famously in a long-term relationship with Kourtney from 2006 to 2015. After nearly a decade of dating, the pair parted ways for good as she cited Scott's sobriety battles as the reason for their parting. Kourtney has since moved on and married Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker in May 2022, with the pair welcoming their first child together, son Rocky, last year. In the UK and the US, Ozempic is available as a prescription-only drug, but the cost in America is astronomical and can be up to $1,700 a month. Nutrition expert Dr. Mark Hyman recently shared with DailyMail.com that the unforeseen side effects from the touted miracle weight loss shot are scary. The first was bowel blockages, which is when food becomes stuck in the intestines, where if left untreated it can cut off blood supply and kill. The second was inflammation of the pancreas, which can also be deadly. It comes after an analysis showed that fat loss shots like Ozempic and Zepbound have been linked to more than 100 deaths in the U.S.